are called to a great number of responsibilities, but who are we actually called to be? For 75 years, UMCOR has been called to be the hands and feet of Christ to a world weary with suffering and in need of hope. Founded in 1940 as a small committee whose goal was to respond to the widespread human suffering experienced in World War II, UMCOR, the United Methodist Committee on Relief, became the new voice of conscience among Methodists in responding to such hardships. Without distinction of race, color, creed, or gender, UMCOR was created to provide hope and care to grief-stricken areas around the world from the steadfast belief that all people have God-given worth and dignity. The United Methodist Committee on Relief was made a permanent fixture in 1972 and expanded its scope to provide disaster relief not only to countries overseas, but at home in the U.S. as well. Through donations of money, time, skill, and prayer, United Methodists have supported UMCOR in its work of witnessing for peace, restoring lives, addressing injustice, and joining with others to build a sustainable future for a multitude of people in need. From Central America to Africa, to Japan, to Afghanistan, and in the United States, UMCOR has partnered with organizations all over the globe to provide aid to those affected by earthquakes, famine, floods, tsunamis, civil strife, hunger, poverty, and countless other devastating circumstances. And today, the amazing hands of UMCOR reach lives in over 80 countries worldwide, partnering to provide hope and help in many different ways. Meet Omara Lapia.
When the patient is walking, this aluminum will not break.
In his small workshop, with very few resources, Omara Lapia was handcrafting prosthetic limbs for the victims of his war-torn country. Omara was doing an incredible work for his community, but he lacked resources and needed support to respond to the overwhelming demands for care. So UMCOR began a partnership with Omara.
When they have the leg, some of them will cry, tears running in their eyes, because this is their first time using the leg.
And what followed is nothing short of a miracle, because not only has Omara been able to care for dozens and dozens of amputees who simply hope to walk once more, he has also witnessed an entire soccer league form for the survivors of the war, in part because of the prosthetics he crafts and provides. It's the perfect example of UMCOR's desire to work alongside individuals within their own communities, providing specific care and hope they need. Omara Lapia and the Soccer League for Amputees is just one of thousands of stories that are made possible by UMCOR's cooperation with other individuals around the world. Partnerships are at the heart of UMCOR. While UMCOR cooperates with aid organizations to extend its reach, their most important partners are the people they serve. UMCOR provides these survivors not only temporary relief, but long-term education, training, and support. Through partnerships, livelihoods are being created and restored, schools built, children educated, health improved, and churches are empowered. Faced with tragedies of the current decade such as Hurricane Katrina, 9/11, the 2004 Christmas tsunamis, conflicts in war zones like Darfur and the Democratic Republic of Congo, UMCOR began working in new ways with new partners to address crises at an all-new level. By building lasting relationships with local, state, and federal governments, developing crisis intervention strategies, and managing unprecedented funding, UMCOR has reached new heights of responsible caring for vulnerable populations on behalf of the Church. And our commitment continues as we help tackle challenges related to global migration, food security, and global climate change. By working alongside our missionaries, providing school kits for children, revitalizing clean water systems for communities, and rebuilding homes and lives devastated by natural disasters. The United Methodist Church continues to be the hands and feet of Christ to a world in constant need. For 75 years, UMCOR has been at the front line, providing the help and hope that our world desperately needs. And today, because of you, UMCOR stands poised to begin the next chapter in its amazing history. We believe the next 75 years can be even more significant than its first. We are called to a great number of responsibilities in the world today. But who are we actually called to be? Be love, be hope, be UMCOR.